The Health and Wellness Park was formally inaugurated at the Primary Health Center in Kohima Village, PK, on Wednesday, marking a significant milestone in the community's journey towards wellness and development. Following an ultimatum from protesters, the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited initiated repair work on the deteriorating stretch of NH29 in Nagaland on March 18. Drenga Seb has been appointed as the new president of JDU's Nagaland unit, replacing Senchumo NSN Lota, who resigned earlier this month. Nagaland University's Department of Information Technology and Department of Computer Science and Engineering organized a two-day workshop on natural language processing for indigenous languages of Northeast India, focusing on the Naga language on March 18 and 19. The Indian Army has taken a significant stake in enhancing its transportation capabilities by procuring 500 prefabricated short chassis buses worth rupees 197.35 crores from Ashok Leyland Defence Systems Limited. Hello viewers, you're watching English Prime Time. This is Chumong Lapom, and now the news in details. The Health and Wellness Park was formally inaugurated at the Primary Health Center in Kohima Village, PKL on Wednesday, marking a significant milestone in the community's journey towards wellness and development. The park, an iconic project under the Local Area Development Fund 2023-24, aims to provide a vital space for fitness, recreation and fostering communal harmony. Helivio Solo, chairman of the Kohima Village Council, emphasized the importance of community well-being and equitable development, urging everyone to work towards achieving meaningful and widespread development. The event was attended by dignitaries, community leaders and residents and marked the beginning of a new era in community development in Kohima Village.
Really, surely, it's a kind of share. What's the problem? How more? It's a bullet. There are what's the idea? Car. Oh, well, I'm not a two, yeah. Up in the village, I'm not a door. Oh, you can't. Oh, the Chicago, or that. Can you get the penny machine? There's a set of the kid. Sure, sir, you don't kill him, sir. You don't go home, sir. Show. What's that? Got to put on. Got some of them just tag. Oh, no, no. Oh, there was a better. Generally, the generally, but don't know what to say. You put a jail, no, but there were a whole day, woman, yes, she. I got a second, only that, but there was his home, no, but yeah.
Very Salimodi letter. The to pursue Unu Mapo. Renummo Mo Mapo, Uto Upadori away. Moja Dohari, particularly Bogota. La delimitation Hori, Depution Nazar. I got a Kashigale more. Hakashimi more. Katsula Makapari Apasuni. Mo Itabo, a tiki word dollar, a Kita jet suckers, Yipuginiri, Mori, Akivito cities, Anuha. Uputami was the Ipuli Monero, so as to get the door. Mo delimitation, however, the Pramidiano game changer, see, Ano no, kerta political kerta, SCB, kerta sila kibi, warrior. Je ugo, lepo, party, city, ugo Korea le warrior. Dari how no, ugo, bahuri political workers ko, party workers ko. Yego hano, yego chata manual molero. Ogo check about ripa diwali kibi ibo boro to wa kazla purely health and wellness part for pretty your delimitation to was a or higo more be that is war ogo
So anyway,
Following an ultimatum from protesters, the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited initiated repair work on the deteriorating stretch of NH29 in Nagaland on March 18. The work began after a protest organized by the Kuzama Students' Care Union and supported by over 400 students and community members on March 11, demanding immediate repairs. NHIDCL mobilized machinery and completed approximately 300 meters of blacktopping with the KSCU and KYO committee to monitor the repairs to ensure quality work and prompt completion.
The work has finally started. We thank the NHIDCL and all the concerned authorities for taking quick initiative. Special thanks to the Kuzama Students Union, Youth Organization, the Village Council, the Women Organization, and all the well-wishers, our friends from the media fraternity for taking all the media coverages, and our friends from social media who have supported each and every one of us. It is because of the joint effort of all of us that today the work progress has started. So I would like to thank each and every one of you. Continue to support us. The NHIDCL officials and the contractors has also assured that they will finish the work in due time, and the road maintenance inside the village also they have assured to do before the rainy season starts. So we're
Joenga Sep has been appointed as the new president of JDU's Nagaland unit, replacing Senchimo NSM Lota, who resigned earlier this month. Sep, the sole JDU MLA in Nagaland and chairman of the Seminyu District Planning and Development Board, was appointed by JDU National President and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. The party expressed confidence in Sep's leadership, anticipating growth and strengthening of JDU in the region. Lota will continue to serve as a national executive member, focusing on strengthening the party in Nagaland and the Northeast region. Nagaland University's Department of Information Technology and Department of Computer Science and Engineering organized a two-day workshop on natural language processing for indigenous languages of Northeast India, focusing on the Naga language on March 18 and 19. The workshop, inaugurated by Professor Nigamandanda Das, featured renowned resource persons including Professor Nltv Shekhar Das, Dr. Amalesh Gopi, Professor Sujata Das, and Dr. Laishram Bijan Kumar Singh. The workshop comprised 8 sessions covering topics such as NLP challenges in indigenous languages, computational linguistics, and NLP research trends, with a special session on proposal writing. The Indian Army has taken a significant step in enhancing its transportation capabilities by procuring 500 prefabricated short chassis buses worth rupees 197.35 crores from Ashok Leyland Defence Systems Limited. These buses are designed to operate in extreme mountainous terrain, featuring advanced technology and safety features. The procurement is part of the Buy initiative, which aims to promote indigenous defense manufacturing and generate employment opportunities. This move is expected to greatly enhance the operational reach of the Indian Army and contribute to the country's goal of achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat. Eastern Air Command motorcycle expedition, titled Wings and Wheels, Glorious Indian Air Force, Magnificent Northeast, was flagged off by Air Commodore Manish Sharma at Air Force Station, Bandogra on March 18, 2025. The expedition, comprising 38 participants, including civilian riders from Royal Enfield and IAF Air Warriors, aims to foster adventure, teamwork and patriotism among the country's youth. Led by Air Marshal Surat Singh, the team will cover approximately 2,800 kilometers, culminating at HQ Eastern Air Command in Shillong on March 29, 2025. The expedition will also visit schools and colleges to raise awareness about Indian Air Force opportunities for northeastern states' youth. A gruesome incident of mob violence has come to light in Assam's Gosaigao, where a mother of 4, Dular Hasta, was brutally murdered by a mob that suspected her of practicing witchcraft. The victim was beaten to death with sticks in Jaleswari Adivasi village, and the mob attempted to conceal the crime by hiding her body. The incident came to light on Sunday morning, and police were immediately informed. This tragic event highlights the persistent problem of superstition and witch hunting in certain regions of Assam and other tribal areas, despite ongoing awareness campaigns and legal measures. A team of Assam Rifles is undertaking a remarkable 4,000-kilometer journey known as the Shaurya Yatra on motorcycles to raise awareness about the army and encourage youth to join the armed forces. Led by Colonel Jiten Mehta, the team includes personnel from the Indian Army, Assam Rifles, and locals from Arunachal Pradesh. They embarked on the journey from Vijayanagar in Arunachal Pradesh on March 10 and will conclude at the Ram of Kutch in Gujarat on March 24. Coinciding with the 190th racing day of the Assam Rifles, along the way, the bikers have been interacting with school children, sharing their experiences and motivating them to join the Indian Armed Forces.
हम टोटल 12 राइडर्स हैं। 12 राइडर्स में से 4 जो हैं असम राइफल्स के हैं, 4 आर्मी के हैं और 4 हमारे जो लोकल अरुणाचल के हमारे सिविलियन दोस्त हैं, भाई लोग हैं, वो हमारे साथ हैं। तो इस प्रकार से हम 12 राइडर्स जो है लेके चले एक मिशन को, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत। हमारी जो रैली है उसको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से ये फुलफिल भी करता है। हम कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं ईस्ट से वेस्ट को। साथ में हम लोग जब भी जहाँ से हम लोग जा रहे हैं, जिस स्टेशन में भी हम रुक रहे हैं, जैसे आज हमारा 6ठा दिन है, हम लोग कल गए गांव में रुके थे अपने एक सर्विसमैन और स्कूल बच्चों के साथ में, और आज हम लोग वाराणसी पहुंचेंगे। तो जहाँ भी हम लोग जा रहे हैं, जो हमारे असम राइफल के जो हमारे एक सर्विसमैन हैं, हम लोग रियली ऑनर्ड, हम लोग बहुत थैंकफुल हैं उनके, जो उन्होंने अपनी सर्विसेज, जो हमारे आर्मी वाले भाई लोगों ने जो अपनी सर्विसेज जो देश को दी हुई हैं, हम उसको ऑनर करते हैं और रास्ते में उनसे जो हम लोग मिलते हुए जा रहे हैं। तो ये हमारा जो है एम है। अरुणाचल प्रदेश में एक जगह है जिसका नाम विजयनगर है, जो कि जो इंडिया और म्यांमार बॉर्डर का जो सबसे दूर का छोर है, वहाँ से हमारी बाइक रैली स्टार्ट हुई है। 10th को हम लोग स्टार्ट हुए हैं और 9 राज्यों से होते हुए तकरीबन 4,000।
A state-of-the-art motor stand is nearing completion in Teliamura, Netaji Nagar, Tripura, with a proposed expenditure of approximately ₹5 crore. The construction work, which began in response to long-standing demands from local residents, aims to alleviate traffic congestion and reduce accidents in the area. Local MLA Kalyani Saha Roy recently visited the site to oversee the progress and announced that the motor stand will be inaugurated soon in the presence of Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha. A recent crackdown on drug smuggling at Agartala railway station has raised questions about the effectiveness of the Tripura Police Administration in tackling the issue. Despite conducting regular anti-drug operations and arresting drug traffickers, the police have been unable to apprehend the main perpetrators involved in drug trafficking. The issue took a political turn when former Tripura Minister Manik Dey alleged that a section of BJP leaders are involved in drug trafficking. In a recent operation, the Agartala GRP police arrested a notorious drug smuggler Karu Kumar Roy and seized 2,900 kg of dried cannabis valued at Rs 5 lakh. However, the police have been unable to arrest the alleged cannabis smugglers associated with this cannabis, sparking concerns about the involvement of railway station employees in the smuggling operation. Tripura Agriculture Minister Ratan Lal Nath announced that the current BJP-led government is working to double the income of farmers in the state. Nath made this statement while laying the foundation stone for a rural market stall in Atharovala ADC area of Udaipur subdivision in Gomati district. The government plans to support small traders and provide them with better infrastructure, ensuring they don't have to operate in unfavorable conditions. The minister also highlighted the government's efforts to distribute agricultural machinery, fertilizers, seeds, and pesticides to genuine farmers, regardless of their caste, religion, or background. Boxing Federation of India President Ajay Singh has alleged that Olympic bronze winner Lovlina Borgohain is being stopped from participating in the national championships by recently suspended BFI Secretary General Hemanta Kalita. Claims that Lovlina, who is keen to participate in the event starting Thursday in Greater Noida, has been asked to withdraw by Kalita, who has been found guilty of financial mismanagement. Lovlina is reportedly reconsidering her participation due to her ties to Assam boxing. Kalita's nomination for the BFI president's post was rejected due to his need to undergo a cooling-off period after serving 2 terms in different roles.
I just want to talk about the national championships that are being held in Greater Noida, and an attempt is being made to stop players from attending that championship. And I must say this especially to all my friends from Assam who are here, that their team is being blocked from coming to the national championships. And in my view, of course, Mr. Kalita and the federation there are blocking the players from coming. We've been told that by the players themselves. And I must say that, politics is one side. Of course, everybody is free to contest elections and have political differences. But to stop players from attending a national championship is a great disservice to the sport. And that is something that all of us must stand against. Players work very, very hard, train very, very hard to participate in the nationals on behalf of their states and then participate in international championships on behalf of their country. And we must ensure that we have every opportunity to do so, irrespective of the politics of the time. I just want to talk about the national.
Tension erupted in Burhanpur town of Madhya Pradesh on Tuesday night after an objectionable social media post went viral, hurting religious sentiments of a community. A large number of people gathered and protested, prompting police to detain the accused. Superintendent of Police Devendra Patidar stated that police pacified and dispersed the crowd, registered an FIR around 10 p.m. and issued preventive orders to maintain calm. The accused, a 21-year-old man, was arrested for allegedly posting objectionable content, leading to tension in the area. The situation is now under control, with further investigation underway.
अभी रात के 10 बजे एक वायरल जो पोस्ट थी जिसमें धार्मिक भावनाओं का आहत होने वाले संबंधी कंटेंट थे, इस बात को लेके थाने में एक एफआईआर हुई है। एफआईआर से पहले काफ़ी बड़ी मात्रा में वर्ग विशेष के काफ़ी लोग आकर एजुटेशन कर रहे थे, उनको समझाइश दी है और उसमें एफआईआर की है, डिस्पर्स की।
A boat carrying 15 devotees to Siddha Baba temple on an island in Matatila Dam, Shivpuri district, Madhya Pradesh, capsized on Tuesday evening, leaving 3 women and 4 children feared drowned. 8 people were rescued with the help of villagers and NDRF Jawans. Chief Minister Mohan Yadav announced financial assistance of Rs 2 lakh each to the kin of the deceased and expressed grief over the incident.
अभी 7-8 टीमें पूरी SDRF पे ग्वालियर और शिवपुरी के डैम में हैं और पूरी सर्चिंग चल रही है लगातार सुबह से ही और शीघ्र कोशिश करेंगे कि बरामदगी हो जाए। इस संबंध में गांव से ही जाते थे नाव से लोग और कुछ कोई इस टाइप की दुर्घटना हो गई हो, पहले भी आवाज आई चलती रहती थी और इसमें सुरक्षा शायद कुछ ये तो बाद में जांच में मालूम पड़ेगा कि नाव में कोई गड़बड़ी थी क्या। अभी 7-8
Nagpur Police Commissioner Ravinder Singhal on Wednesday said 6 FIRs have been registered in connection to the violence that broke out in the city after protests against Arun Saib's storm. Regarding a group of rioters allegedly molesting a woman constable, the forces were distributed at different points and some women officers were also injured. Outside agencies are also investigating and will give the inputs whether there is some national network or some module operating. The law and order situation in Nagpur, which was rocked by violence on Monday night, is under control, but a curfew continues in many sensitive areas of the city.
इसमें जो है 6 FIRs रजिस्टर हुई हैं, मतलब उस जन्म में जो लिंक्ड हैं उसमें, तो जो 6 जो FIR हुई हैं अभी तक उन सब में कार्रवाई चल रही है। एक तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रही है, इसमें जो लोगों के नाम सामने आए हैं जो इसमें लिंक्ड हैं उनको भी हम लोग ट्रेस कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि इसमें विजुअली प्लस जो सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू या फिर कोई फोटोग्राफ्स में वीडियोस में जो नज़र आ रहे हैं, कितने लोग कहाँ थे, उनका क्या एक्टिव पार्ट था, ये सारी चीज़ें इसके आधार पे हमारी कार्रवाई चल रही है। देखिए, क्योंकि ये 2-3 जगह पे था जैसे मैंने बताया, और एक स्ट्रेच के अंदर और कुछ अलग जगह पे, तो फोर्स अलग अलग फैली हुई थी। हमारे कई अधिकारियों को, जिसमें महिला कर्मचारी हैं, उनको भी चोट लगी है और उसका उनके साथ में क्या इंसिडेंट हुआ, क्योंकि पूरी फोर्स जो है साथ में थी, तो ऐसा अगर है इंसिडेंट तो उसकी हम लोग इन्वेस्टिगेशन जैसे मैंने बताया कि चल रही है उसमें, पर ऐसा कोई सामने अभी तक, क्योंकि उसको चोट लगी थी उस बच्ची को, तो वो उसका इलाज और उसने फर्स्ट एड वगैरह ली है, तो अभी उसकी फर्दर उसकी स्टेटमेंट में पता चलेगा। हाँ, इसमें जो है हमारे DCPs जो हैं वो सुपरवाइज कर रहे हैं। अलग अलग पुलिस स्टेशंस में जो ऑफिसर्स हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर्स, वो अलग अलग हैं, क्योंकि 3 पुलिस स्टेशन में, एक में 3 FIR दर्ज हुए, एक में 2 है और एक में 1 दर्ज हुई है। तो इसमें हर एक पुलिस स्टेशन में अलग अलग इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर्स हैं, क्योंकि सीनियर ऑफिसर्स सब इन चीज़ों को सुपरवाइज कर रहे हैं। सुबह इंसिडेंट हुआ, फिर ये हुआ, एक दूसरे एरिया में हुआ, तो इसमें कोई मास्टरमाइंड था या फिर किसी एक आदमी ने किया या कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है इसके पीछे, ये सब चीज़ें, क्योंकि बाहर जो और हमको बाहर की एजेंसी से भी इसमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी और उसके आधार पे जो नेशनली कोई ऐसा नेटवर्क है या फिर यहीं पे कोई ऐसा मॉड्यूल है क्या, या कोई ऐसे लोग हैं, वो सब मैं आपको बता पाऊंगा। इसमें जो है 6
In Uttar Pradesh, a Martian Navy officer was allegedly stabbed to death by his wife and a lover. His remains have been recovered and the 2 accused have been arrested. On the basis of suspicion, police detained the accused wife and lover. During interrogation, accused confessed to having stabbed the officer to death on March 4. The 2 then chopped up his body, put the remains inside a drum and sealed it with cement. The remains have been sent for post-mortem. A case has been registered based on complaint lodged by victim's family. Japan's Joint Staff General Yoshida on Wednesday held India-Japan ties and expressed confidence in them growing more strong in future. The relationship and cooperation between India and Japan has been rapidly developing, especially with the first high-level talks with General Chauhan. The CD's General Yoshida said there is strong defense cooperation between both countries and many cooperation agendas between Japan-India bilateral cooperation.
Well, now the relationship, the cooperation between the Indian and India-Japan has been rapidly developing too. especially the first is the high-level talks with General Chauhan, the CDS. We have the strong trust. It's the source of the defense cooperation of the both countries, and also that we'll have the staff talks. There's so many cooperation agenda has been issued. So I think the Japan, the Indians bilateral cooperation.
Boxing Federation of India Secretary General Himanta Khalida suspended on Tuesday after being found guilty of financial irregularities in an investigation, and his nomination for the president's post in the upcoming election was also rejected on a day of dramatic developments in the BFI. Treasurer Digvijay Singh was also suspended on similar charges after an inquiry conducted by former Delhi High Court Judge Sudhir Kumar Jain. The inquiry followed a complaint accusing the two of unauthorized fund withdrawals, fraudulent billing, and abuse of power. The delayed elections will take place during BFI's annual general meeting in Gurugram on March 28. Malaysia's Deputy Investment, Trade and Industry Minister Lui Chen Tong has expressed optimism that the ASEAN-India Trade Agreement on goods will be concluded by the end of 2025. As the current chair of ASEAN and coordinator of the ASEAN-India Trade Agreement, Malaysia is playing a crucial role in facilitating the negotiations. Tong emphasized that the agreement will provide a framework for both India and ASEAN, and that Malaysia and India have been working together under their economic partnership agreement since 2011. The conclusion of the trade agreement is expected to boost trade between India and Asian countries, with Malaysia being India's third largest trading partner in ASEAN.
This year, Malaysia is the chair of ASEAN, and Malaysia is also the coordinator for ASEAN-India Trade Agreement, or ITICA. And this discussion between ASEAN and India will provide the framing for both India and ASEAN. We are hoping that our aspiration is that there will be substantive conclusion of ITICA, the trade agreement, by the end of the year. And we see that this will be the overarching framework for our negotiation. Malaysia and India has an economic cooperation partnership agreement since 2011. That is also an area where we will try to work with our Indian counterpart to improve on the cooperations and also partnership. This year, Malaysia is the chair of ASEAN, and Malaysia is also
in a significant move to enhance multilingual accessibility and streamline parliamentary operations, the Lok Sabha Secretariat and the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to launch the Sansad Bhashini initiative. This initiative will provide comprehensive in-house AI solutions for multilingual support, including AI-based translations of legacy debate documents, agenda files, and committee meetings into regional languages. Additionally, an AI-powered chatbot will be available on the Parliament website to assist members and officials in retrieving critical procedural rules and documents. The initiative will also feature speech-to-text conversion, live interpretation, and automatic summarization of lengthy discussions to facilitate quicker decision-making and improve record-keeping.
आज लोकसभा के माननीय स्पीकर साहब के नेतृत्व में, उनके मार्गदर्शन में इंडिया एआई मिशन और लोकसभा के बीच में एक एमओयू साइन हुआ है, जिसमें कि जो लोकसभा के बहुत विस्तृत डिबेट्स हैं, बहुत बड़ा एक भारत की भाषाओं का बड़ा एक कोश है, इसको एआई के साथ उपयोग करके जो एक एआई कोश के नाम से डेटा सेट बनाया जा रहा है, उसमें उपयोग किया जाएगा, जिससे कि कोई भी डिबेट हमारे देश के जो रिसर्च करने वाले हैं, माननीय सांसद हैं, जो एकेडेमिया हैं, उनको हमारे लोकसभा के पार्लियामेंट के विस्तृत डिबेट्स का किसी भी भाषा में ट्रांसलेशन मिलने की एक सुविधा पैदा होगी। आज
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Wednesday said that the use of tariffs and sanctions by various countries have become a reality in global affairs, with countries using them to protect one's economic interests. In an interactive session at the Raisini Dialogue, Jaishankar said tariffs, sanctions, whether we like it or not, they are a reality. Reflecting on the past decade, the minister said a significant shift in the way economic tools such as financial force, energy supplies, and technology are being utilized as instruments of power. Jaishankar also highlighted the evolving of nature, international relations, pointing out that the lines between different domains have blurred in recent years.
Now, your point, tariffs, sanctions, what's happening, export controls. I think whether we would like it or not, they are a reality. Countries use them. In fact, if one looks at the last decade, I would say we have seen a much greater weaponization of pretty much any kind of capability or any kind of economic activity. It could be financial flows, it could be energy supplies, it could be technology. This is the reality of the world. So since I take the world as it is, we have to negotiate our way through that and see, how best we can do for our own country. Because at the end of the day, for a government, for a commissar of the government, you fight for your business. You fight for your business because you're fighting for your employment. You're fighting for your comprehensive national power, of which business makes a very important contribution. And I think today the lines, dividing different domains have eroded. And I think overall, if you see in international relations, I think it's a less restrained culture today than it was, say, a decade ago. And that's something we all need to factor in.
The 4 astronauts selected for Gaganyaan, India's first human space flight mission, have been kept out of the public glare to ensure that there were no distractions as they were undergoing certain acclimatization and training programs. Union Minister of State for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Jitendra Singh, told Lok Sabha during question hour that it was a view giving too much exposure to the media and the public might cause a distraction which may not be in the compatible interest of all. The minister also said that one of the astronauts, Shukla, would accompany astronauts from other countries on their journey to the International Space Station.
Speaker, sir, the honourable member has asked a question which must be bothering quite a few other citizens as well. And she is absolutely right. For the first time, 4 astronauts were identified who would possibly be part of the human mission. And one of them would also accompany the American astronauts, the other astronauts on their journey to the International Space Station. Their names have been notified, of course, for obvious reasons. The Honourable Prime Minister had the opportunity of meeting them also over there. Group Captain Naik, Group Captain Anand, Group Captain Angat, and Group Captain Shukla, who was earlier a wing commander. Now, Honourable Member is right that they have been kept out of the public glare for the reason that they were undergoing some acclimatization processes, some exercises, some training programs, and it was a view that giving them too much of exposure to the media and public might cause a distraction, which may not be in the compatible interest of all. And therefore, it appears to be so. At the same time, she is right. Why one of the names has come out forthwith? That is because of these 4, one had to accompany the mission to the International Space Station along with the astronauts from the other countries. And the chosen one was Wing Commander Shukla, who is now Group Captain Shukla, and that's how his name came to be little more widely known. And since he had the advantage of being the youngest also among them. Speaker, sir, the honourable member has asked a question which must be bothering.
CDS General Anil Chauhan on Wednesday said that technology can be an enabler but cannot replace people. Noting that India has been facing asymmetric threats, speaking at an interactive session in Raisina Dialogue, Chauhan spoke on the lessons that India has learned from the global warfare on terror. The biggest lesson for India concerning such threats is that technology can only be an enabler. It cannot replace people.
Been facing this asymmetric threat, or what you call as hyper this kind of a threat. We have called it always sub-conventional kind of a conflict. We invented this particular term much before West invented terms like global war on terror or asymmetric warfare or fourth generation warfare or now hyper conflicts. So we have called it a conflict which is below the threshold of conventional kind of conflict. And as far as the lessons are concerned, I think the biggest lesson is that there is no substitute for boots on grounds. Technology can only be an enabler, but it cannot replace people. I think that's very important. Second important lesson is about shaping of the combat zone, actually. In conventional conflicts, you shape the battlefield with fire, actually. Over here, we are looking at shaping of the mindscape, not the landscape. So the battle of the minds becomes important as far as hybrid warfare is concerned. The third important lesson is about intelligence. That's intelligence is important, both human as well as technical intelligence. And we're not talking about the combat zone, but area around the combat zone also. This would be important. In such kind of an warfare, hybrid warfare, I think we should also look at close collaboration between the state government and the local police. So it's a kind of an whole of government approach, which is able to look at such kind of an warfare.
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu on Wednesday met philanthropist and Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates in Delhi. During the meeting, Gates and Naidu discussed leveraging artificial intelligence and predictive analytics to enhance service delivery in key sectors such as healthcare, education, agriculture, and employment generation. Just an hour after their grueling 17-hour journey back to Earth, the astronauts emerged from their scorched capsule, waving, smiling, and greeting the cameras before being carefully placed on reclining stretchers for routine medical checks. The 4-person crew, part of NASA's Crew 9 astronaut rotation mission, splashed down off Florida's coast at 3:27 a.m. IST on Wednesday. Lithuania Political Director of Foreign Affairs Laimonas Tallat-Kelpša on Wednesday said that U.S. changing its tariff policies will have consequences and not all will be pleasant and easy. Laimonas Tallat-Kelpša also said that the experience of Europe and Western community over the last several decades was less tariffs means more trade. More trade means more prosperity.
Experience of Europe and I believe of the Western community over the last several decades was less tariffs means more trade means more prosperity. Reversal of this policy will have consequences and not all those consequences will be pleasant and easy. So in European Union we do continue on the track of integration, of removing existing barriers among our nations, and this is a policy which is going to stand. The experience of Europe and I believe of the Western community over the last several decades was less tariffs means more trade means more prosperity.
That's all for now. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.